final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Utah Utes offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big
breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Firing to the right, complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They didn't look to push it downfield, and the running back not quite able to get to the sticks.
Yeah, but I don't mind the decision. I like getting it to my guy and trusting him to make a play and get the 1st down. But now, puts me in a different situation. 4th down. Do I want to go for it? What do I want?
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of him. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's going into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Arizona State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes a grab on the shot. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal, it'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Tight end finds a soft spot. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Finds his man. It's Green. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Utes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Lewis to throw. Steps away to find some room. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down.
Coming up, fourth down.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it as it punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite.
Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Utes are rolling down the field. This time they'll go to the running game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And the Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on third and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Andrews. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give out of the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Andrews. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Steps away. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do?
The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wants to throw on first down. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And the Sun Devils are on the move. They'll leave it with the running back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. He'll pitch it. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive.
Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
As a defender, you always want the interception, you want the big play, but I love it when guys go, and you can tell, they're trying to back the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make the play, but they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. They'll run it from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Lewis Lewis wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Price. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. It's Savage. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The throw to the outside is complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Utes are on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Andrews.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. The Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. It's complete! He gets it in! Touchdown, Utah! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Andrews. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll do it himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. find a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They
lined up for the 3, and it's a fake. They want to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's Price. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Got it in the middle, it's Price. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They get